Hello. Okay. Good evening, everybody. How are y'all doing? Just nod your head or unmute and say awesome or whatever you want to say. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you, somebody, for telling me that. Okay. All right. How come for some reason it's not letting me mute everybody? Okay, we're going to get going, and I am hoping that you guys have a pen and paper handy and ready. You're going to want to take lots and lots of notes. And I am Stacy Schaefer, your Triple Diamond Upline, and I'm really excited to share and get you guys making some income. Now, I know we have some distributors on here that have been on for a while, and that's great too, because maybe you're going to hear something that, you know, you might hear it differently and be ready to do something different. So the first thing I want to make sure of is we have distributors maybe that have been on in for a day or a week or a month, but I want to make sure that you guys have logged into your eSuite and know how to get there. You can actually go to myitworks.com, and there's a login button if you don't know your website address. You can't hear anything either. So Danya, look and see if you are muted, if your volume's down, because that happened to me. Can everybody hear me okay? Or am I just talking to myself? Okay, so people are nodding their...
I can hear you.
Okay, good. Danya, it's probably your volume. I did that to myself the other day on a Zoom. I didn't have my volume up on my computer, and I was like, whoopsie. Okay, so logging into your eSuite, you're going to use your account number, which is also known as your user ID or your username, and the password that you picked. And you're going to want to make sure that you are not on commission hold. So every new distributor is on commission hold when they start until they log into their eSuite and verify who they are, basically. There's going to be a little red or pink bar across the top of your eSuite, and you're just going to fill out the information it asks you. It just asks you to like verify your name and stuff like that. Until you do that, you can't make any money. So make sure that you have done that. Sometimes people are in for a month before they do that, but oh my gosh, your eSuite is such a huge source of information. I can't imagine not logging in. I know you guys are all excited. People usually join to make money, so that's what we're going to talk about. The first thing I want to make sure that you have done or do is to make an excited shout out on your Facebook. In Wraps Rock, there is a pinned post at the top that's new distributor information. It kind of walks you through day 1 through 7, and you can click on each day and it'll tell you what to do each day, and it kind of gets you in the habit of how to work your business. Danya, did you have a question somewhere? Can you hear me now? Danya? Can you hear? Maybe she still can't hear. If you can't hear, you're going to have to catch the recording. Okay. Anyways, so you're going to want to go through that pinned post in Wraps Rock. It is pinned to the top, so if you're on a phone, you have to actually click View Pinned Post, and you just click on day 1 to start with. And that will tell you exactly what to do and in what order. We're going to go through more than that today. But it's really important to also make an excited shout out on your Facebook. And tell people what you're doing. Tell them you're the newest It Works distributor, how super excited you are. And there's even an example of a post under the comments on day 1. You know, change it up. You don't have to just copy and paste. Be original. And we're going to talk about posting on Facebook a little bit and about being original. It's really super important because Facebook changes their algorithms. And we want to build relationships and be friendly on Facebook. not salesy or spammy, okay? So your first goal is to get your first 4 loyal customers as soon as you can. That's going to get you making money right away. You want to shoot for getting them in your first 72 hours before your kit even arrives. So we're going to talk about how to do that. Your first 4 customers is not just important for you to start getting paid right away, but it is also important to get you bonus qualified. So there's a couple different ways that it qualifies you for bonuses. One, once you get 2 customers, you are fast start qualified, it's called. And that means when you start bringing in distributors and they get their first 2 customers, you get a $100 bonus. So if any of you were on the call last night with Joel and Stephanie Dunn was talking about being paid weekly and fast start bonuses. And you guys, that is really where you can, in the very beginning, make a lot of money. I made a ton of money in fast start bonuses in my first month of business, and it was just a godsend. So if you want to make $100 a week, bring in 1 new distributor a week. If you want to make $200 a week, and this isn't counting your residual, this is a bonus, remember. You know, if you want $200 a week, 2 distributors a week. Just kind of set your goals. We're going to talk about that a little bit too. But it also qualifies you to be eligible for the Ruby bonus. You need to have 4 customers. If you are on here and you're going for the Diamond bonus high 5, you also need 4 customers. You need 4 active loyal customers. So let me explain what an active loyal customer is, or a qualified loyal customer. A qualified loyal customer is one that has either been in and completed their 3 months minimum auto ship. It is a loyal customer that has come in and paid the $50 membership fee, or it is a loyal customer that is in the process of completing their 3-month auto shipment. So any of the 3, I always like to tell you to get like 6 just to be safe, because you might bring on a customer that decides to upgrade to a distributor, and then you only have 3 customers. So make sure that you get 5 or 6 customers just to be on the safe side. And I want to apologize too, I just took my hair out of a pony, so it's kind of wild today, which is okay. Okay, so let's talk about how we're going to get you some customers. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go through some products with you, and this is where I want you to have a pen and a paper. So you guys all know about the wraps. Everybody knows about the wraps. I think that's what mostly attracts people to the business. If you have not already thought of who you think would enjoy using the wraps, I want you to stick wraps down on your piece of paper and put down 2 to 3 names under wraps that you think would enjoy using the wraps. Maybe it's somebody that has lost some weight. They have some loose skin. Maybe it's somebody that you think just wants to feel better about themselves. Maybe they just had a baby. Maybe they have a lot of stretch marks. We have the stretch mark cream for that too, but the wraps do wondrous things on stretch marks also. Okay, so I want you to just write down 2 to 3 names of people that you think would enjoy trying a wrap or becoming a customer using the wraps. I'm not going to go through every product, but I want to go through several, okay? So, you know, as a brand new distributor, you don't usually have a catalog yet. This is not the newest catalog. Mine still aren't here. But we have a ton of products. We have a ton, and even more than what's in this catalog. So I'm just going to go through a few in here. Defining gel. Defining gel is kind of a sister product to our wraps. It also tones, tightens, and firms, but over time. It also diminishes diminishes the appearance of cellulite. It helps with varicose veins, and it really literally changes the texture of your skin. I've totally swapped my daily moisturizer to defining gel and stretch mark cream. I love them both. And, you know, I'm pushing 50, and, you know, as you age especially, your skin gets slack, and the defining gel just totally changes the texture back to that nice, youthful, smooth baby butt feel. I love it. So if you know anybody that has cellulite, you know, maybe a girlfriend, a mom, a sister, somebody you're close to, or varicose veins, or maybe they're, you know, a little older, and maybe they, you know, want to tighten up their skin a little bit and have that smooth baby butt skin, write those names down under defining gel on your paper, who you can reach out to. Let's see here. We have a whole amazing skincare line. So I'm just going to throw one out there and just say lip and eye cream. That's probably one of our most popular products. It's $29 as a customer, and it compares with lip and eye creams that are $200, $300, $400. And yes, people spend money on that. I know that is crazy to think about. I never would, but there are people out there that do it. So what I want you to think about is, who do you know that has a couple wrinkles around their lips or their eyes? Who has dark circles under their eyes? Who has bags under their eyes? I'm gonna teach you what to say once we go through these products. But I want you to write down 2 to 3 people that you think that would love lip and eye cream. And maybe some of these people are under several products, and that's okay. So just take a second to think of that. Overall on the skincare line, who do you know that uses skincare, that takes care of their skin? Who do you know that uses cleansers and toners and moisturizers and masks on their skin? Under skincare, I just want you to think of a couple people that you know that use a skincare line. Maybe they use another brand. Maybe they buy it from Target. It's hard to say, but I want you to write them down. Okay, one of my all-time favorites. Here we go. Confianza. If you guys don't know what Confianza is yet, let's see if I can get it up here. I don't know where my camera is. It's a supplement. Is that on there? I think it is. There's Confianza. Confianza is an anti-stress supplement. One of my very favorites. I bet you there's some distributors on here that take it already. And Confianza, what it does is it has adaptogenic herbs in it, and it changes the way that your body reacts to physical and emotional stress. So some people might need to take Confianza every day. Maybe they have a stressful life or a stressful job, or maybe they're a mom, you know, that's stressed out, running around crazy with the kids. I think every mom needs lip and eye and Confianza in their life. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. So Confianza, you know, we all know those people that can use Confianza. So some people take it every day like a vitamin because they just have a stressful life. Some people take it as needed. I'm one of those people that take it as needed. If I've had a rough day or a rough week, I take Confianza every day, sometimes more than once a day. But it doesn't change the way that your physical being feels. It just changes the way your body reacts to stress. So if you're a person, as an example, I get anxiety attacks if I am really stressed out and I feel like I can't breathe. So it helps me not do that. It just changes the way your body reacts. So I want you to write down, I know you can think of 3 people under Confianza that need Confianza in their life. So write down 3 people that need Confianza. Another one of our popular products is Greens. You might have seen me post about this today. Greens is a powdered drink mix that you mix with water or juice or applesauce or yogurt or in a smoothie or whatever you want to mix it in. I'm going to give you info on our old formulation of Greens because the new Greens is even better, but it helps you get in your 8 servings of fruits and vegetables each day. It contains all those good green foods that we don't eat enough of. It helps to alkalize your body. Alkalization is important because disease does not like to live in an alkaline body, so it helps to keep you healthier and boost your immune system. It detoxes your body on a daily basis. So all the yucky things that we put on our body, breathe in the air, etc., it helps detox us daily and keeps our body really balanced. And what happens when our body's really balanced? It runs better, right? It's kind of like giving a tune-up to a car. It's just going to run better once you get it tuned up and keep the oil changed in it, etc., etc. So Greens is a really important product to have. It also will aid in weight loss just because it does help detox your body, and detoxing is a huge part of weight loss. So I want you to think of 3 people, and almost everybody should be on greens for their health. There's very few people that shouldn't be. One thing I do know for sure that you want to watch out for is if you have people on blood thinners, they're going to want to run it by their doctor. Because the vitamin K content in greens is very high, so it can actually thin out their blood too much if they're on a blood thinner. So blood thinners is just a little note to remember. And again, write down a few people that you know that could use some greens in their life. It boosts your energy naturally. I've taken greens for almost 5 years, and it is amazing how my body feels. I always tell people, you'll see me post all the time, I feel like I'm aging backwards. So greens is a big part of my daily life, and it is something that I took every day and lost 40 pounds over the course of 14 months. It wasn't like really fast. Another thing you can think about, who do you know that takes a multivitamin? We have our It's Vital Core Nutrition. I haven't been telling you guys these prices, but greens is $33 or $35 a month for a month's supply. The Confianza, this is as a loyal customer. The Confianza is $25. The It's Vital Core Nutrition is $29, and these are all 1 month supplies. Our vitamins are really amazing. You take 3 at a time, once a day. They're time released. They're whole food and plant-based, and they're bioactive and bioavailable, which means they're ready for your body to absorb and ready for your body to use. And not all vitamins are created equal. So if you know somebody that takes a 1-a-day vitamin, or you just know they take a vitamin every day, write those names down. Maybe it's you. Maybe you need to take a multivitamin every day. I'll tell you a little secret too about It's Vital Core Nutrition is that it also helps boost your metabolism. So the It's Vital Core Nutrition and the greens together will really help balance your body out. True fact. Okay, let's see what else we have. How about energy drinks? Do you guys know anybody that drink energy drinks? Our energy drinks are amazing. They're healthier than the average energy drink. That's not to say they're the healthiest thing you can drink. Greens is the best. But if you know people that are drinking Red Bulls and Full Throttles and all those kind of things, these are a much healthier alternative. They're $29 for a 12-pack. You do not have a jittery feeling from them. It's really a nice, even energy. It almost feels like you've slept, and there's no crash. So there is some caffeine in it. It's about equivalent to a cup of coffee. But that's the delivery system. What actually gives you the energy is all of the B vitamins and phytonutrients in it. So it is a healthier alternative to your energy drinks. So write down your energy drink users on there. We have so many amazing products that I'm not even going to go through them all. But there is one more that I want to go with, and that's one of our newest products, which is our probiotics. Now, probiotics are super important. Most of you probably know probiotics from yogurt. It has active live cultures in it. Our probiotics are amazing. I've been on them for about 18 days. I have had gut problems for quite a few years. And if you know anybody that has tummy problems, pooping problems, maybe even weight loss problems, they can't lose weight, probiotics are really super important to feed your gut the healthy bacteria that it needs. And our probiotics contain a prebiotic to feed the probiotic to help it flourish even more. It contains 5 different unique strains of bacteria, good bacteria, and 10 billion live cultures. And it doesn't need to be refrigerated. And I'm going to tell you that's a really important thing. You might know somebody that, uh-oh, hold on. See, I don't have the kids screaming in the background because mine are grown, but I have the dogs barking in the background. Anyways, so your probiotics it's really important, especially even if you know somebody that's on a probiotic, because they have to be refrigerated a lot of times. and they're very expensive, and people can't travel with them. It makes it really difficult to even go on a trip for a few hours or so because they need to refrigerate them. So I want you to think about people that you know that have tummy problems, gut problems, food sensitivities, they're struggling with weight loss, people that you just know are really into health and nutrition. Write those names down for your probiotics. Now, like I said, I'm not going to go through all the products, but go to your website and look at the products that you have. Click the shop button, look at all the products you have, and read about them. And in case you guys didn't know, there's 2 different places you can find even more information on your products. For me, the easiest place is to just go to my website, go to the product that I am looking for, and if you scroll down on that product, there will be a little thing that says View Ingredients. And if you click that, it will give you a detailed product information sheet with all the ingredients and more than you could ever want to know about any one given product. Like I think on the wraps, there's 3 or 4 pages. But every single product has one of those. The other place you can find it is in your eSuite. You can go to the Documents tab at the top, and there's a huge amount of information under the Documents tab. But you can type in whatever product you're looking for, like greens as an example. It'll bring you up the greens information sheets. You can download them from there, just like you can from your website. Okay, so that is your goal, is to write down some people. This is how you're going to get those customers really super fast. So I want you to think about who are the first 4 or 5 people you would call if you had really great news. Are those people on your list somewhere under the products that you wrote down? They should be, hopefully. So I'm going to give you a couple different scripts, and I'll actually post these in Wraps Rock probably for you to use. But what I really want you to do is to either pick up the phone and call these people, or send them a voice message through Facebook using your voice so they can hear your excitement. And I'm just going to give you a couple different examples of what you can say, and I will post these after the event too. Hey mom, I'm really excited. This is just to your mom as an example. I just started with this awesome company called It Works. They've got amazing products, really something for everyone. Weight loss, skincare, health, and nutrition. So here's the thing. I've got to find 4 customers in my first 30 days that would like to try out a couple of different products over the next few months and give me their honest feedback on them. What do you think? Can I count on you to be one of my 4? I'm not expecting you to write this. I just want you to listen. Here's another one. I really like this one. Hey, Aunt Sally, I'm so excited. I'm learning more about the products for my new business, and there's a product that I think you would really love. I need product testers to really get me up and going, and I'm even able to give you a 40% discount. Are you interested? So what I want you to notice on both of those is that it doesn't say, let me know what you think. It asks them a question, and it gives them a call to action. Are you interested, or can I count on you to be one of my 4? Once you get your 4, don't stop. Just keep going until you get through your list. That's the whole idea. But those are a couple different messages that you can use just to keep things really simple. We're going to talk about how to explain the loyal customer program as well. Also, in your eSuite, what I want you to do is I want your goal, first and foremost, to make an excited shout out on Facebook and to gather your 4 customers. Okay, that's the first thing I want you to do before you even think about anything else. In your eSuite, your back office, at the top, you can click It Works You, and there's a series of training videos and downloadable pages that you can go through. There's really everything you would need to know about the business side of your business in there. And you don't have to sit and watch it all at the same time. You can take a few minutes a day and go through the videos. But I really want you to have an urgency on getting these messages out to the people to gather your customers first. All you need to do is be excited, know what products that they would like, or see if they're willing to try something for you. The thing that's funny is a lot of people are using stuff already like what we have. So that's what I want you to think about. I mean, I look at the stuff in my house now, And over the course of, the almost 5 years I've been in, I've replaced almost everything in my house with something It Works that I use on a daily basis, like the cleanser and I use the skincare line. I use a lot of the supplements. I use our protein shake, et cetera, et cetera. We have, our energy drink in our house. So this is what I want you to be thinking is, you have something for everybody. So don't just think wraps. Think outside the box and look on your website, see what products you have, and think, oh my gosh, okay, who do you know that's a runner? We have Relief, which is for joint health, joint pain. It's amazing. So think of who do you know that might have some joint pain or some arthritis. Maybe, they'll try that out. They're going to love it. So think of these people in your life. Okay, so next on your list is going to be to create what we call a hundreds list. A hundreds list is a list of at least 100 people that you know. And don't tell me you don't know 100 people, because I won't listen. The average person knows about 800 people by sight. So that means you might not even know their name. You might know the lady at the coffee shop. You might know the lady at the gas station. You might recognize the checker at the grocery store you go to all the time. And you can write that down. The lady with blonde hair at the grocery store, just people that you know that you can talk to about your business. That's what you're looking for. So you're going to create a list of at least 100 people. And this is something that's going to be ongoing. You're always going to add to your list. I really like using, where'd my notebook go? I really like just using a spiral notebook for my lists. I've also used fancier things to make me feel important, like a leather-bound journal. But a spiral notebook, I love spiral notebooks. There's plenty of room to write. Right now, you can get them for 15, 25 cents a piece. Stock up on them. You're going to be going through a lot of them. I love them. Okay, so use your phone contacts, Facebook contacts, personal friends, family, neighbors, coworkers. Use the acronym FRANK, which stands for friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors. K stands for kids contacts, so maybe other kids' parents or kids' activities, or I also cheat and use the K for church or clubs because it's, starts with a C. So you can also mix them up. So you can say your friends' relatives, your relatives' friends, your kids' contacts, neighbors. You have to really think outside the box and expand your market. So mix all of those up. And also, before I forget, if you guys ever have questions about how to respond to something, post it in Wraps Rock. There's always somebody there to help you that's been in and knows how to answer. Or even send your upline, your diamond upline, a screenshot of your conversation. We do this together all the time. Oh my gosh, how do I answer this? That's how you learn. So don't be afraid to do that. Utilize the resources you guys have. Another little tip, go to your Facebook profile and change your profile picture or cover photo to reflect that you're an It Works distributor in some way. Maybe you just have your smiling face with a product or a Blitz card, or you have green on, or whatever you want. Maybe it's a diamond, whatever you want it to be. And also add It Works independent distributor to your work profile so that that's part of your work profile if you have that on there. Okay, let's talk about building a team, because you can make some money, yes, by gathering customers, but where you're going to make the big bucks is by building a team and having them help you gather loyal customers. So if you're looking at wanting to promote to Ruby or Diamond or beyond, you're going to want to build a team. And it's so much fun to do this with friends, you guys. Oh my gosh, I've created some of the best lifelong friendships through this business. It's just incredible. We have so much fun together. So I want you to take your pen and I want you to write down the names of 3 people that you think would be really great at this business. Don't judge, just 3 people that you think would be really great at this business. I don't care who they are. I don't care what they would say. I just want you to write down 3 people you think would be awesome. Maybe they have a great personality. Maybe they're into health and nutrition. Maybe you just think they'd be great. They're a bubbly personality. You just think they'd rock at this. Okay? I want you to also write down 3 people that you think would need this business. So maybe they need extra income and you know it. Maybe they need to pay for braces. Maybe they need to pay for college. Maybe they need some friends in their life and some fun. Write the names down of 3 people. Now here's the scary part for some of you. Ask these 6 people to join you on this It Works journey. What? Yep. Meet them for coffee, call them on the phone, tell them how excited you are to be given this opportunity and that you wanted to offer it to them too because you think they'd be great because, or it could really help them because. This is so much more fun when you start it with a friend. And you know what? You don't have to know a thing. If you listened to the call last night, Joel said, ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. And that's so much the truth. I was ignorance on fire when I started. And I still am sometimes. I'm not really, but I pretend to be. Because that's all we need to do is attract people. Remember that people buy you before they buy their product from you. They have to like you. So we have to create that relationship. We have to be the solution to what they need. One big tip I have in this business that I've learned over the course of the years is, I lost my train of thought. That's what happens if I don't read from my notes. But we're here to help other people. So we're here to either help people look better, feel better, get healthier, lose weight, or make an extra income. That's what we're here for. So when you're talking to people, I want you to think about what is in this for them, whether it's the products or the opportunity. Don't be thinking about yourself. Don't be thinking, oh, I'm afraid to offer this to her. I'm afraid she'll say no. I'm afraid of what she'll think. Don't think that way. Think about what this could do for her or him. Okay? Think about how life-changing this business can be. You might not be in a position yet where your life has changed. You might have just started. So you have a whole future ahead of you. But you probably know somebody whose life has changed because of this business. So use that. Use that to fuel you and be excited, okay? Your enthusiasm should be all that it takes. I'm going to read my notes. I was ignorance on fire when I started. I sponsored 11 in my first 30 days. I was excited and I told everybody, oh my gosh, you should do this with me. I'm having so much fun. That's really what I would say. I know that sounds funny, but I was so excited about it that they wanted to join me and do it too. People would ask me questions like, well, how do you make money? I'd be like, I really don't know yet, but I'm having a lot of fun. You should do it too. And that's literally how I sponsored people. And sometimes now, you know, I just know too much. But every time I try to go back to that enthusiasm that I had in that, you know, that ignorance on fire, it is so much easier to sponsor people and bring them into the business because that is how I feel. Oh my gosh, you should do this with me. What if this is the vehicle to change your life? What if it is? You know, and that's where you need to share this opportunity because what if this is what that person needs? You're not going to know and they're not going to know unless you offer it to them. So just think of it as a gift that you're offering, okay? If I didn't know a question that somebody would ask me, I would just flat out tell them, oh my gosh, I have no clue. I don't want to tell you something wrong. Let me find out and I'll get right back to you. And do it. Find out the answer, whether it's looking in your e-suite, you know, asking in the group. Always try to find the answer first yourself because that is what helps you retain the knowledge. But ask and then get back to them and say, oh my gosh, Zanae, I'm getting back to you on the question you asked me about the ingredients on the greens. I found out where to find them and I'm happy to send them to you or point you in the right direction. That builds a relationship with that person. Okay, so another really important thing that's way out of people's comfort zone is learning the art of blitzing. Oh my goodness. So in case you don't know, blitzing, this happens to be an older blitz card. This is a blitz card. They look a little bit different now. I should probably, let me go grab my other one. Hold on. I have a whole bunch. You know, blitz cards. This is what your blitz cards look like now. Blitzing is so super important and it's fun. So don't let it make you afraid. Do I still get afraid sometimes? Yes, but don't let it. Because like I said before, you don't know whose life you're going to change. Seriously, you don't know. You might not have Blitz cards yet, but there is some in the new distributor post in Wraps Rock in pictures in the comments. So you can text Blitz. You can send Blitz cards on Facebook. Don't just stalk all of your friends and do that. I want you to really be thoughtful when you're talking to your friends and family about this initially. Don't just send out a massive text and say, oh my gosh, have you tried this crazy wrap thing? I don't like to do that. I know some people do that. I'm going to leave it up to you, but I have learned that the more thoughtful you are, the more response you're going to get. So this is a Blitz card, and it shows you what the wrap looks like. It shows you the different places you can wrap. It shows that with this coupon, they can wrap for $25, and it also shows them that they can host a party and earn one free. It does not talk about the business opportunity on here, so that's up to you guys, and I will kind of go through how you can say that. This side shows people what it does, and it tells what it does. So one really important thing when learning how to Blitz is to learn not to say too much. You're going to initially say something when you offer, but just hand them the card and let them absorb it. Let them look at it. Let them turn it over and determine. Your job is to just simply offer it and not talk. I know that sounds funny. So what are some things that you can say to people? You can, ask people, hey, have you tried that crazy wrap thing? And you can text them or send them a coupon on Facebook. That's one easy way, right? You can say something like, hold on, dogs are gonna bark. You can say something like, maybe you went and ate dinner at a restaurant or had your hair done or whatever. You can say, oh my gosh, you offered me such great service today. I would love to give you a coupon for my product. Doesn't that sound nice? You can say to people, I'm getting a new business started in the area and I would love to offer you a coupon for my product. It's so easy to do. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. Now, what I do when I have somebody that seems interested and they start asking questions, I'm going to say a couple different things to them. One, I'm going to say, oh my gosh, are you interested in losing weight, getting healthy, or making an extra income? Okay, that's one thing I might say. Another thing I might say is, oh my gosh, this is an amazing business opportunity too if you're looking to add an extra stream of income to your household. Those are usually the two things that I do to plant the business seed. They might completely ignore what I said about the business, and that's okay. You planted the seed. Another thing I'm going to do, if I can, is I'm going to try to get their contact information. And one of the easiest, there's two really easy ways to do this. One, you can just be out of Blitz cards. You can wear your Blitz card on a lanyard. And that's basically, just a thing around your neck, and you have your Blitz card laminated. And on the back right here, you put Ask Me in big black letters or sparkly green. And you can wear that everywhere you go. So you don't have to have loose Blitz cards. You can Blitz people with your lanyard and say, oh my gosh, I would love to text you this coupon. I just used my last Blitz card. Boom, you're going to get their phone number right then and there. You can text them a coupon because you have it right in your phone saved, and you have their contact information now. So you can follow up with them. My favorite way, this is my favorite way to get contact information, is when you're just talking to somebody and you find that you really like them and you just kind of hit it off, or you love their shoes, or you love their hair, or whatever the reason. You just say, oh my gosh, Caitlin, I just met you. Caitlin, I would love to connect with you more and get to know you better. Are you on Facebook? And usually 80, 90% of people are. And I'm going to hand her my phone on Facebook, and I'm going to say, oh my gosh, will you look yourself up on here and add me? That's a really great way. And then what happens? They're in your pipeline. They're seeing your posts. They're seeing your life. They're seeing how happy you are. You don't have to just immediately turn around and say, oh my gosh, are you ready to wrap? You don't have to just do that right away. Let them absorb what you're doing. And just, they're there. They're watching you. You can reach out to them when they like your posts, okay? Let's see here. I'm going really slow, and I didn't want to keep you guys on here all night, but make sure on Facebook that you have liked the It Works Global Facebook page. You'll know it's the right page because it has like 600,000 likes on it. Any pictures that are on there you can use. They're all compliant pictures. It'll keep you up to date with business stuff. It'll give you cute little posts that you can use. And we're going to talk about posting on Facebook too. I think I did these in the wrong order. I stapled my stuff together. That was towards the end of my talk. That's how I knew. Okay, so another thing I want you to do as a new distributor, I want you to pick a launch party date as soon as possible. I don't care if your sponsor lives near you or not. You can do a party by yourself. It's super, super easy. In your kit, you're going to get a party pad. Looks like this on one side. It looks like this on the other. It is really important to at least have a launch party because it gets the buzz about your business out to your friends and family. You don't have to be afraid. Seriously, they're just people that you know and love and hopefully will support you. The party pad has everything you need to say right on it. You just kind of go through it and weave your story into it. Okay? It's super, super easy. What's really cool is it goes through a little bit of the business too. How you join the party. Our steps to success. Incomes. What kind of income would you want to make? That's my favorite page. This is my very favorite page though. It's your choice. You know, two things when you're trying to wrap up a sale or a party, you can give them a choice. So say, what are you thinking? Are you thinking you want to become a loyal customer or a distributor? You're offering them two choices. You're not saying, do you think you want to become a loyal customer or a distributor or nothing? You're offering them two choices. Usually when you offer somebody two choices, they're going to pick one of those choices. Okay? So just remember when you're offering people, whether it's products or the business, it is their choice to decide if they want to just use the products or if they want to use the products and make an income. You need to offer. That's your job. It's their job to decide. Remember that always. Very, very important. Your launch party, though, have your enroller or diamond upline help you get a launch event set up on Facebook. Literally invite all of your friends. I don't care who they are or where they live or what gender they are. Put that out in front of people. Give them the opportunity. You know, make sure that you do that within your first 30 days. You don't need a whole bunch of time. You need water at your party. Hopefully you're going to sell some wraps and put some wraps on people, make some wrap cash right away. You're going to sign up customers because they're going to see your excitement. You don't need to know what you're doing. I promise you don't. I know this from experience. Follow up with people that you invite to your launch party too. Message them personally. Say, hey, I'm so excited for my It Works launch party. I'm really looking forward to having you there. You can even ask them, hey, do you have a friend you can bring? That's going to help get you outside your network. But leading up to your launch party, keep those people excited, okay? Maybe every day in your launch party event on Facebook, you can post one product and tell them about one of the products. How can you find the information on that? On your website or in your eSuite. It's really easy. Okay, so posting on Facebook consistently is super, super important, but there's also a few rules you need to follow. You do want to post on Facebook anywhere from like 5 to 10 times a day. It doesn't have to all be It Works related. You know, what we do in this business is we kind of interweave It Works into our lifestyle. So you don't really want to post any more often than 60 to 90 minutes apart. I mean, no more often than that. Make sure they're at least 60 to 90 minutes apart. You don't want to post one thing on top of another because then you're actually competing with yourself in the news feed. So if you post every hour and a half, 2 hours or so, that's plenty. It keeps you popping up in people's feed. Some things to post, before and after pictures, lifestyle posts. So lifestyle posts, like as an example, today, this afternoon, I needed a pick-me-up. So I just posted my water bottle with greens in it and my little package of greens and said, time for an afternoon pick-me-up. Greens will do the trick, or something like that. That's a lifestyle post. That is not saying, here, buy my product. That's just showing people that I'm using my product and that greens are good for a pick-me-up. A lifestyle post can be, oh my gosh, I filled up my gas tank all the way today thanks to It Works. It could be Casey Valenzuela, I think it was today, posted the stuff that she bought for her daughter's dance, her little daughter Sloane's dance stuff. You know, thank you, It Works. Just little dumb things. It could be they bought your diapers. It doesn't matter. Maybe they paid for a manicure. Whatever it is, those are kind of lifestyle posts and happiness posts, I call them. Inspirational posts. Keep your Facebook positive if you are using your Facebook to run a business. You want to be serious with your business because then your friends and family are going to take you seriously. If you keep your Facebook upbeat and positive and on the bright side of things, I don't care how mad you are that day. If you can't post happy things, don't post on Facebook, period. I have days where I'm telling you, it's really hard for me to even just like put a smiley face up there. We all do, but just keep it positive, you guys. We all have life. We're all normal people. And just keep the happiness in your post. Use inspirational posts. Every single day in Raps Rock, I post an inspirational quote. Copy that. Paste that. It doesn't matter. There's plenty of posts for you to use. There's inspirational pages. I have a page called Stacy Schaefer Inspires. It has nothing to do with It Works, but it's all inspirational posts. I get on a tangent and I post on it every day, and then now I haven't posted on it for a while. But there's a ton of posts on there. Positive pictures and quotes, okay? Tons of them. Product information posts. So that's just telling them something about a product, but you want to be careful not to look salesy. It might be, you know, yesterday I posted a picture of me holding a Confianza bottle up close to where you can see it says anti-stress supplement. And I just said it's going to be one of those days. But people can see in that picture it's an anti-stress supplement. So if they have stress, they might say, oh, yes, Pinterest is also a good place for inspirational quotes. I mean, you guys, we have the internet, so there's no excuse. You can find inspirational quotes. And then you want to post your life like normal on Facebook too. Still be yourself, okay? Don't just fill your whole news feed with It Works, because people still want to see you. That's why they're your friends. They still want to hear about your life things going on. You're just going to interweave It Works into your posts. And just remember, if you're in the habit, if you're one of those people that shares one thing on top of another, don't do that, because you're competing with yourself. And so if you're in there and you want people to see your It Works post, but then right after that you share a recipe 5 minutes later, they're going to see the recipe, not your It Works post, okay? Lifestyle posts, again, it can be, you know, when I have my big bowl of ice cream and I say, thank God for fat fighters. That's a product information post, right? Lifestyle post. I like ice cream. Okay, so now you're posting on Facebook. I've got to hurry because I'm keeping you guys way too long. Following up is so key in this business. People are liking and commenting on your posts on Facebook. What do? You smile and get excited. One really important thing is to not put too much information in your posts and to not reply the answers to things on posts. You want to keep a little bit of mystery about it. You know, tell them you're going to PM them or say nothing and PM them anyways. Anyone who likes a post, you might message them and say, thanks for the love of my post. Have you ever tried that crazy rap thing? If it's about raps. You might say, thanks for the love of my post. Are you interested in our stress supplement? You know, are you interested in making an extra income? It depends on what they liked or commented on, okay? I do that. I just recently started doing it, probably within the last year, started messaging people that like my posts that aren't distributors. You know, I have gotten leads just messaging people that have liked a post as an example about being a distributor. And I message them and say, hey, you know, Christy, are you interested in making an extra income? And they say, yes. I see you smiling. It's whoever's face I look at first. That's whose name I use. then I don't have to think too hard. Message people and don't be afraid to do that. They might ignore you, or they might just say no, or they might say yes. Tell me more. But that's how you're going to get those leads. Now, following up one time when somebody is interested is not good enough. I'm going to tell you that right now. And this is where a lot of people fail. I'm just going to I hate that word, but that's what I'm going to call it. I don't want to bug people. I don't want to blow up everybody's news feeds with my it-work stuff. I don't want to bug them too much. I just messaged them last week. Here's the deal, you guys. A couple things. One, they don't pay your bills. You do. If somebody has anything to say, you guys you can unmute yourself and interrupt me, and you can also chat in the chat bar.
Yeah, I wanted to say something really quick.
Go ahead.
From what you were just saying, that actually just happened to me with the follow-up thing. I posted that video today. I had somebody that said that they had used the products before, and I was just like, oh, that's awesome, you know, and then I asked them what products they liked, and with the BOGO, I messaged her today and said, hey, I just wanted to let you know in case no one told you that we're having the BOGO sale, and she ended up becoming a loyal customer. She wasn't a loyal customer, and she ended up becoming a loyal customer.
That's
today.
awesome. And you're brand new.
So.
You are brand new.
I'm brand new.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm not even done with my 30 days yet. So.
I know you weren't. I've been watching. The thing is, I mean, she kind of got lucky. I'm going to tell you that right now. And the reason I say that is because a lot of times it takes more than one follow-up. So that is really important for you guys to know. In Wraps Rock, my desk is such a mess, you guys. But I always tell myself I must be a genius because all the geniuses of the world have messy desks too. You're supposed to laugh at that even though I can't hear you. There is a list in Wraps Rock, and this is called a contact tracking sheet. And you see all these little boxes? These are for you to check off with how many times you've followed up with people. The same person. Because most sales don't happen, whether it's the distributorship or products, they don't happen on the first or second or third follow-up. They happen on the fifth and subsequent follow-up. Like 80% of the closes happen 5 or more follow-ups later. So don't give up and don't feel like you're bugging people. If you feel like you're bugging people, you can say, oh my gosh, Laureen, I know I'm messaging you again. Hi, Laureen. I just wanted to follow up with you again. I didn't want you to fall through the cracks. I know you were interested in the wraps last time we had the BOGO. I just wanted to check back with you and see if you're still interested, if it's a better time for you. That's it. You don't even have to always talk about the product. It can just be, hey, Aubrey, just checking in on you, girl. How's life? I see your kids are getting big. They're starting school. Do I embarrass you guys when I call your name out? I hope not. Anyways, just following up with people and creating that relationship. Most of the time, you're not bugging them. If you have somebody that you see read your message on Facebook and they don't respond, you can follow up with them still and say, hey, Lacey, I see that you read my message. You must be super busy, or maybe you missed it. I do that all the time. I just wanted to check back with you for whatever. Then usually they say, oh my gosh, no, I did see it. I just forgot to respond, or whatever. You're giving them a way out, basically. But don't be afraid to follow up. That is the biggest key in this business, is following up and following through.
See?
Yes.
I had a question on that.
Okay.
So I met a potential new LC last week.
Mm-hmm.
I went to follow up with her today in person, and everything she had that was supposed to be going on totally fell through. So I was going to follow up with her in another 2 weeks when everything should hopefully be on track.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds like everything that was happening now will be delayed until that time. Do I message her in 2 weeks and say I'll contact you in another 2 weeks when things have settled down?
Just when I have somebody that's got stuff going on, I make sure when I follow up with them that I tell them I know they have stuff going on. As an example, I had somebody that had their son was getting married.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was super, super busy trying to get, stuff planned for the wedding, et cetera, and family coming into town. And I would just say something like, hey, Christy, I'm just following up with you. I know that you're super busy for the next couple weeks or whatever it is. I just want to check in on you and see how you're doing. That way, you don't have to say anything about the products or the business. You're just thinking of them. Be a friend. Okay. You guys, be a friend. That's the most important thing. Tiffany, I follow up once a week until they tell me they aren't interested. Exactly. I just did. I saw my message thing, and she told me that they've been having a rough time, so you never know until you follow up. Exactly. You guys, this is the thing you have to remember. It Works is forefront on our mind, and it's our job to offer. It's our job to follow up. It is not their job. It is our job. Okay? Remember that. I'm almost ready to let you go here, but I want to give you some words here. When people start asking you questions and you message them the answer, my dogs are barking. Don't throw up words on them. Less is better. Okay, try to answer in like 3 sentences, not like paragraph long sentences, just like 3 sentences. As an example, you're posting about the wraps and somebody says, how much is it? This is what I say. It's $99 retail for a box of 4 or $59 for a box of 4 as a loyal customer. That's all I say. What do you think they're going to ask you next? They're going to say, well, what's a loyal customer? Right? This is exactly what I say. I wrote it down for you guys. A loyal customer simply agrees to try 1 product a month for 3 months in a row. It is on an automatic shipment, but you can have complete control over your account and even change the products each month and earn free product. That's all I say. Nothing else. That's it. If somebody says, well, how do the wraps work? You're going to love this answer. It's super easy to use. You take it out of the package, you unfold the lotion-infused cloth, and place it wherever you want a firm tone and contour. They might be asking you a scientific question, but that's my answer. If they really want to know science, I just tell them I don't know. I'm not a doctor. It works by putting it on. That's what Pam Sutter always says. I'm trying to think if there was something that you guys, let's do some questions. If you guys have questions, unmute yourself and ask questions or put it in the chat screen real quick because I've taken up way too much of your time already. I am going to tell you that if you, to order Blitz cards, t-shirts, catalogs, anything that's not product, you're going to go to myitworksstore.com. And that's where you order all of your business tools, anything but products. Your products you order through your eSuite, your business tools, clothing, car magnets, Blitz cards, all that stuff is through the myitworksstore.com. Okay. I know I said I was done, but there's actually a couple of things that I want to touch on here. Quick. Make sure you have your first 80 BV or higher automatic product replenishment shit up. That was good. Your product shipment set up. That's me trying to talk too fast. Laugh. That's okay. It's my favorite word anyways. It's really important for you to be commission qualified, and it guarantees that when you're adding the, I love that I made you guys all smile at least. When you're adding those customers, it's going to ensure that you're going to be paid on those customers. Okay. I always recommend to get a couple boxes of wraps because you can turn around and sell those for $25 a piece and make your money right back and pay for your next auto shipment and your website. But seriously, you want to use your own products and create your story. Otherwise, you wouldn't be a distributor. We want distributors that want to use the products, correct? So that's probably some of the biggest things that I wanted to go through. So now I'm going to let you ask questions if there's anything left to ask. Anybody have a question?
I do.
Okay.
Really quick. So I've been with It Works since March.
Right.
So it's taken me a while. I finally Ruby. But now I have 4 potential distributors to follow up with on Friday. I do want to say, since this isn't for like newer distributors, that I've actually been following up with these 4 people since I started in March. So so that nobody gets discouraged, because I know I do a lot of times, and I have to remind myself it's pushing yourself out of the comfort zone.
It is.
But My question is, how do I guess, follow up with them so that they, I don't know, because I feel like they look at my posts. And I know you said to kind of break the ice with asking about their personal life.
Yes. So tell me, so just as an example on one of them,
Mhm.
tell me, so or is this just like your part of your normal follow-ups, or did you have an appointment to follow up with them, or?
They're just, well, actually, all of them have actually reached out to me first.
Okay.
So now it's kind of getting them to, I guess, get off the fence and join the business.
Okay. Now, I'll give you some words, but I'm going to tell you sometimes people just aren't ready. Period.
Okay.
They just aren't ready. And you can't, you can push them a little bit, but some of the things that I might say is, hey, Caitlin, I know you're super interested in joining our team and becoming a distributor because, whatever that reason was, to make extra income or stay home with the babies, or if you know that, okay? So some of the things I might ask them is, tell me what fears you have. What stops you? I might say, tell me what your obstacles are so I can help you overcome them. I might just say, what stops you? Oh my gosh, you'd be so amazing. Usually if you ask people, they're going to tell you what stops them. Sometimes what they first tell you isn't the truth. So it's a matter of kind of getting to know them and earning their trust. The biggest thing for me is finding out their why. Why do they want to start this business? That is the biggest thing. If somebody says to make extra income, I'm going to say, well, tell me what you would do with the extra income. That way you're getting into their personal life. Is it because they want to have fun money? Is it because they need to make a car payment? Is it so that they can pay for braces for one of their kids? Is it for retiring? What is it for? I like to know what they want that money for and what their reasons are to join this business. So then you can go back to them, Caitlin, with that why. So that's one of the first things that I ask people when they're interested and they say, yeah, I'm actually interested in making some extra income. Send me for some more information. So I ask them, well, how much money are you looking to make? And what would you do with the money? I don't do it all in one, it's just little back and forth things. But just remember, it's your job to follow up. Okay, hold on a second here. How long do I wait until sending a message saying that you saw? It depends. If they saw my message right away, sometimes, I'll see somebody's message and I can't respond right away and my inbox gets flooded and then it'll get buried and I'll forget about it. Yes, Tiffany, I love that. She always says, what would an extra $500 a month do for you? That's awesome. But, it might be a day. It could be a week. It depends on the person and how much I've followed up with them in the past. It just kind of depends. If they're one of those people that I don't always do it the first time they ignore my message, but the second time I absolutely do. I might even, sometimes I've said to somebody, oh my gosh, did I say something to offend you? That you're not responding. And usually they're like, oh my gosh, no. But, people get busy. Just remember they're people just like us and we all have crazy times in our life. And, you got to go with the flow. Every single person's different, just like every one of you on the Zoom is different. So, we just have a cat that keeps trying to crawl into my lap. My house is crazy just with animals. Anybody else have questions? I hope that answered for you, Caitlin. You really don't know what to say if someone ignores my messages. Okay, so I'm just going to say this really slow. I will say, I'm going to type this. You guys can all see the chat bar, right? I'm going to say, hey, I'll use Aubrey. Hey, Aubrey. I see you saw my message from yesterday or whenever, last week, whatever. And I might even add a LOL in there because that's me. Make it your own, but you get that idea. keep it light, okay? You're not mad. You must be super busy, comma, I know I am, and life can get crazy sometimes. I just wanted to check back with you about, I'm just going to use wraps, about getting you started on our 90-day wrap challenge, we'll call it. Are you, this is a good thing I say too, are you ready to get your order going? There you go. Okay, I typed it out. Can you guys copy that? Oh yeah, you can. Awesome. You can copy that. So that's what I might say. It's always very similar to that. You know, depending on what it is that you're following up with them about, you're going to change that, obviously. But I just always say, oh my gosh, you must be super busy. I know I am. Life is crazy sometimes. You're forgiving them, and you're making sure that you know that they know that you saw the message, but you're not angry with them because life is crazy. Everybody's life is crazy. Makes sense? So, anybody else have a question before we hang up this amazing long Zoom? Anybody else? Okay. Well, you guys got full of information. Hopefully you took lots and lots of notes. I will post the recording. I will post the scripts that I talked about in like under the recording in the comments. And you know, you guys, let's get you some customers and start making money and start growing a team and be super excited. Remember, as Joel said last night on the phone, ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. So use your enthusiasm and your ignorance. And if you have too much knowledge, just forget what you know and be happy. That's my advice for you for the day. Okay, you guys, have a good night. Thanks for listening, and we will talk to you guys soon. Bye.